1940 to 1954. So you're looking at downtown Northport, and this house here is the one which I basically grew up in. We lived here most of the time that we were in Northport. Changed a little bit. There was a house right in this area here that we lived in briefly before my parents bought this house here. And as you can see, it's set from the Columbia River. Brush is growing up pretty bad up here. It's hard to see most of the town from this point. A different view. Here's the school that I went grade school in. They just started tearing it down, apparently. Kind of a shame. There's the Catholic church, where we used to go to Sunday school. I can remember sneaking in and ringing the bell up there in the tower. This was the old movie theater just down the street from where we lived. And Tony's Market used to sit in here, but it's burned down, and now Tony is in the old theater building. The barber shop was right next to it. And we had the tavern. It's always been a tavern, and just below that there was a drugstore, which is completely gone, and then Beard Store and Kendrick's Mercantile was in this location. For a while, the post office was in this building. Later moved over here. At one time there was a hotel in this location, but it's burned down over the years. And then there's used to be the Shell station. And across the street is the motel. Trace is down there sleeping right now, taking a nap. There's the new bridge. We put that in while we was living here in Northport. Replaced an old bridge, railroad bridge, has been converted to an automobile bridge, and then later condemned, and we had a ferry for a couple, 3 years. And then they built this bridge. We had a little trouble, I remember, with this center pier. High water came and must have been about 48 and washed it out from under it, tilted it. They had to blow it out and start over. Hope this one is more secure station. And my dad worked for years. They had the custom office in this east end of it. And he worked there for quite a few years, and they finally built a new custom office and immigration office. This building used to be the old Richfield station. It's since been converted to a restaurant and a cocktail lounge type place. This was Ames's service station. I notice now that it's kind of a little business office. He does taxes and what have you there. This building here is the fire hall right now. The city is kind of nestled in a little valley here in Columbia. Roslyn, BC will be right out in there someplace over a couple of hills. View of the old schoolhouse. Went from the 3rd probably through the 6th. Maybe the 7th grade. I don't really remember when we moved to the new building. They're tearing it down and salvaging the bricks. A different view of the west end of town. There's the new school. I went through my junior year. Only this portion right behind the tree was there at the time. After I've left, then they've built a new gymnasium and what have you. Like school's already started. This is Labor Day weekend, by the way. A different view from what we've seen before. As you can see, I am on a road here that goes up the front of what's known as Silver Crown. Overlooks the city. Long ways up there. We used to spend quite a bit of time climbing on this hill when we were kids. Close-up view of the house that I grew up in at Northport. They've changed it a little. It used to have a big front porch and didn't have a chimney in the front. Presbyterian Church. Music is provided by the neighbors here. Old movie theater. Looking down, it was officially, I think, the main street, but it wasn't called the main street. Center Street, I guess it is. Lived in this house here. He was also an immigration officer. Dad built this garage. Grapevines weren't here, but my folks always had a garden in this area. The garage is still standing. There was a chicken coop just over here behind these grapevines. It's changed a little bit. It's a metal roof now. And like I said earlier, the fireplace. The earlier pictures that I was taking was from right up here on this road. Right in about this area here. This is Silver Crown. Lake on top of it. Small lake. Oh, huh?
Uh-huh.
And when I was your age, I lived there.
Mm.
How about that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You just got out of school?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me what your name is again?
Brooke.
What's your last name?
Murphy.
Murphy. And she lives in the house. Hey, Karen. How old are you?
8.
You're 8 years old, and you also live in this house where I used to live.
Yeah.
And the 3 sisters.
Mm-hmm. One brother.
And 1 brother, huh? Boy, 4 of you. I wonder which one has my bedroom on the upstairs and on that end of the house.
Me.
You've got my bedroom, huh?
That in?
No, it's the one that way.
Well, I have it.
Yeah. Oh, you've got my bedroom, huh?
And the big one is mine and my brother's, and the one over there is hers.
I'll be darned. How long have you kids lived here?
We moved in before those guys did. Yeah, they moved in not even a year.
I think we moved in about 1946, and we moved out in about 1954.
Is that your car over there?
Yep, that's
We've
it.
lived here, though, ever since I was born. Me too.
Oh, is that right? Oh, I'll be darned.
That used to be my grandma and grandpa's. They're moving to my center.
Oh, I'll be darned.
And did you see that great big house down at the other end of town that somebody's building?
Oh, I didn't notice it. Who's building that one?
Dad and a couple of his friends were going to live in it pretty soon.
Oh, what are you going to do with this house?
My grandma and grandpa's, and they let us have it.
Oh, well, that's nice.
For now, and then we're going to move into that house down there.
Oh, I see.
They lived in that since 72.
Hmm. Back door of the house, they put in a sliding glass doors now, and a porch, which we didn't have. No.
Oh, no.
You wouldn't introduce yourself, would you?
All right, kids.
Yeah.
That's the stairway going upstairs, and as you can see, the kitchen has changed considerably. This used to be the pantry here. And I guess our sink was here. Remember we had a little wooden stove over here.
We're coming and going. I know, I see that.
Jacket.
You did it into...
And this was a small bedroom.
Oh, was that a bedroom?
That was a bedroom?
That's why we always had the stove.
You guys just sit down.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. A little hallway, and then there was a back bedroom. But now, part of that. Sit down and be quiet.
Right down here for you.
Excuse me, how do I?
But I got some books on.
Oh, no.
You're going to get fat.
Thanks again.
No.
You know it?
Yeah. You bet me.
Larry Jim.
Oh, no. The bedroom, when I was a kid, although it's been finished now, it wasn't finished when we
Look at
lived
my
here.
posters.
I believe there was a little bit of plasterboard we put up on the side. Hey, girls, you can't believe it, but one time my brother and I took a course in taxidermy. You know what that is? And right back in here, we used to skin out these birds and stuff them. Yeah, I think probably the Wallies did a lot of work too.
No. Mine's in the box buried with all the blankets.
But I think a couple winters they closed it off up here because it was so cold. They didn't use this part of the house.
Yeah, we always did.
Yeah, we use it. It gets cold, but we heat it with wood. There is a lot of stuff around this area in here. This is mainly the same.
It used to be his room.
This was my room too when I lived here. When I was a
Karen's was
teenager.
his.
Market is the used to be the old movie theater years ago. Seen many movies there. Next door was the barber shop, and then the old Tony's Market, which is burnt down. Classmates.
What are you doing?
Market. This is Beard's store. Doesn't look too good anymore. Mrs. Anderson, Gwen Anderson, and some other friend of mine that I went through school with. Railway building where the custom office was. This building here is the Forest Service building. I put many coats of paint on that when I was a kid and worked for the Forest Service. During the summer when there was when there was fire danger, we had to be there 24 hours a day, and unless there was a fire, we were painting. There was the custom immigration house. I'm not too sure which was which anymore. They built one since I've left here. Just east of town looking back at the big city. You get a pretty good overall picture of the whole town from here. Used to be one of the world's largest smelters right here, just in the foreground, just behind these trees here. And all the old buildings were still here when I was a kid. They've since been removed to the scrap iron. The Columbia River. I'm looking east. A few miles up, probably about 11 miles, I think the river goes into Canada, Trail BC. It's up there, Juanita. Ted Manzetti, I believe, is right around the corner. There's the hub of the big town of Northport.
Weeds, all the stuff was filled up with poor grass or weeds.
Smile, Brad. Brad, smile. You're on candid camera. Here's the evidence.
Come here, knockhead. Go get your frisbee. Go get it. Now some of those animals. Makes you wonder how smart those animals really are if they knew language.
Yeah, right. Sometimes they sure are smart. Don't take your picture?
No.
Oh, I won't do it.
I'm gonna go get my boots off.
Saturday.
Dawn.
Come on, your hair is fixing pretty turn around. Go get you one. Stand up straight. You will be in movies. My dirty kitchen washing dishes. Why? You know, I'm
Dawn,
gonna wait
let's see if
until
you
I
can
put
smile
my
at least.
bikini on.
Sure, go ahead.
Play the part of the social.
These guys are, will you, Bob? Tell me who those guys are.
I know who they are, I think.
Well,
Wait, do I? Ivan Ronka. Me, where's the other one? David Weinkoff. Alan Lloyd. Mary Madison. But I don't know. George? In baseball suit? No. Not basketball suit. He's Sock Johnson, art.
You're serious, but aren't you going to talk for me?
Well, I'm just telling you that that's not Sock Johnson. I mean, you say it's not Sock Johnson, I say it is. It might be Buster Heffley.
Might be, all right.
20 grandkids, 40
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that game. He was with us, man. It was family.
What is that?
It's a ray gun. Watch out, you're going to get radiation treatment there.
Dawn? Are you nervous,
So that's my age, 55. I'll just sign my name. She wants you to bring your girl.
We pawned our kids. I got
This one must have been about a 20-year reunion that we had in Northport, Washington.
I did not do
That's what Would you like to take a picture of my picture?
Yeah, certainly. This is Bill Weilip.
Arthur.
This guy here is George LeClaire.
Huh? What are you doing out here?
Drinking.
Get in there and get your picture. Come on.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
We're waiting.
This is Mert Cross.
Everybody here now? Hell yeah.
Are you shooting?
Everybody there.
Oh, this must have been the best class, right? Yeah, right. Okay, good.
More down here.
Smiles, everybody. Okay, good. Now. Oh, boy, Brett, that was a great picture.
Okay. Okay.
What's Mark doing? He's got his No, you don't want it. You want There goes all your gold. Got a shovel?
I hope they don't get blinded then with us in the
All I can say is what a group.
George, I'll help you out.
They need you, Laura.
Fine with me. Okay, well, the guys come for you to be difficult. Dale, get over there and get Audrey. Get Dorothy out and John. Join. Yeah, get up
You sure that ought to be in this?
I got on my pants. Yep, I'm off. As we might have to take her back there. Oh, we're taking a bath.
This is it?
This is a spit bath. Yeah, we're dinky this time.
Let's switch to the camera now.
Don's got it. Don?
Jerry, turn it off.
Julie, go ahead.
What are we supposed to do? Just stand here like always? No, you're all right.
I'm sorry. I hope you're not getting the Julie in the middle.
You guys are
Are my knees all right?
Okay, that looks good. No, as a matter of fact. All right. Okay, Art, would you move in just a little bit? Yeah, good. Okay, good smiles, everybody, and look at me. You girls, I'm going to have you unhook your legs.
Undressed?
And just turn it that way. Yeah, that's
You
perfect.
get one, Joe?
I don't want to take pictures right now.
No, you turn yours this way, Charlotte. Yes, you look so good. Okay, good smile. Okay, everybody. Charlotte, smile. Charlotte, you can do better than that.
I have a gold tooth and it shines up like
It does? Oh, good. Good smiles, everybody. Okay, okay. Okay, well, their spouses and guests, please join this group. Come on, spouses, three of them.
Come on, honey.
Okay, well, the guys...
Well, Jerry maybe will. Huh, Jerry?
What?
You want to take one with this camera, too?
Hey,
Jerry.
How you doing?
Why is that right?
It is.
No, I want you to kind of come forward.
Where do you turn it off?
The little orange button.
This one right here?
You can kneel right there, Sid.
You have any questions? I think we won.
Kneel at her feet.
You stand
No,
there.
we need,
Okay.
yeah, we need.
Well, then we're gonna have to do this trick.
Right. So what about us that are stopping by?
Right.
Okay. Gonna do it one more time.
Okay.
Fun.
That's probably.
I'm sorry we held you
understatement.
up from dinner. You should be. We're starving to death. I can believe it.
An hour and a half.
I know. Okay, good. Rob.
When we graduated, we had $130 left or something like that. And we were going to always go down and spend it at Northport Park. And we didn't go.
But during band, it's turned around the other way. You have their band members up there. They have storage rooms, classrooms down that side, and then they have a room over here where they give private lessons. And a pretty good music program for a small school.
Ours is bigger.
This is a storage room here.
And then they have an office here. I don't know exactly whose room this is. They do have. Yeah, those are movable. So that they can move them in where they want.
But you have either, huh, Roberta?
No, it's been a couple of years since I climbed it, all right.
Superintendent's office, administrative office, whatever, there. Nurses' stations back there. No, I'm not too familiar with this building because I never worked in it.
Keep talking, Gary.
Right, you're looking at the library area, resource center, media center. The building is built in an octagon shape, supposedly to utilize as much space as possible. The areas in front of the individual classrooms are also used as study areas for those particular rooms. They have now quite an extensive library. It's a lot bigger than what it was here 10, 15 years ago. Kindergarten. They're supposed to have a pretty nice kindergarten.
Yeah, down there.
I don't think you can handle that. We're a preschool around here someplace.
Let him go. That's a little high for them. We're going to have to start him off just a little lower.
Maybe we need to get him involved in Head Start.
Yeah.
They take 3-year-olds, I think.
Oh, do they? There you go.
The damn FBI man is on the ball, ain't
Yeah,
he?
he sure is.
We can't go down and behind the
Behind the furnace and smoke.
Cigarette?
They have a designated
Never
smoke
worried
area
about the
now.
smoke.
Yeah.
Getting there
They have a
because it went right up
designated-
through the flue.
And I agree, I disagree with that too.
Where, in high school?
Yeah. School, I mean, they don't care how old they are.
No,
have a
they
designated
all-
area, even in Spokane.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing now. Anyway, it had all of the class of 50's names on it. Plus, it went back to some that must have been in the 30s. Their names were on there.
Mike and Corinne Durak bought the flagpole.
Yeah. So it was really weird, and they sold desks out
What
of
about all the
there.
brick? Are they gonna be selling the brick?
They've been hauling it out as fast as they can get it clean.
I went in there.
Yeah, they bought, people bought the,
Sold when I was.
all the moldings off the.
Well, my son Tom bought the
door off of the.
I think so, yeah.
First grade room. Get back in there and really look.
Aileen, what year was all this built?
Oh dear. I
This-
think it was 1962 or 63 that the log gym burned.
Mhm.
And then it was the following summer, I believe, that the construction was started on this.
The grade school that
The grade
came
school
years
was
later.
about 6 years ago,
Mhm.
when the old building was supposedly condemned.
Yeah, remember when we had a 75, we all had a picture right here? Yeah, and you could see that nice high school thing.
Really? Okay, what am I supposed to say?
Well, whose house is this?
Well, this is our house. No, it's the day house now, but it, what was it? I need Dale here. I think it belonged to a doctor at one time or another. When we moved in, it still had the bells on the inside each room to call the nurses from downstairs.
Oh, I'll be darned.
And it was about 50 years old when we moved into it.
Mm-hmm.
And
When
now-
you moved into it, your folks weren't living there when you were born, huh?
No, we lived down on the ranch.
By
down
the
my
way, this
grandfather's-
is Karen Day that we're talking to.
down at the Bruce Creek Ranch. This is where we came up here. But we moved up here in spring of, I think, 45.
Mhm.
And the house was supposed to have been 50 years old at the time. And I don't know whether that's the truth or not.
You must have gotten here about a year before we did, roughly.
But it has gone through a lot of changes. It's had about 3 or 4 different sidings put on it. And what my brother's put on there now is an aluminum siding, and hopefully it'll outlive the house. But the bad part about it is it's got those darn high ceilings, and so it's so hard to keep warm. And with my dad put one of those plywood doors down over the stairs that everybody kept slamming their heads on.
Tell me about your brothers and sisters.
Which one?
Did I just... All of them. Didn't I just see one of your sisters going out? Maybe a twin across the yard?
Get her up here. Now there's 6 of us all together. Cliff's the oldest, and then it's myself, and then Jim, the twins, and then Ernie. And I think Jim's not here, but there's all 6 of us should be here.
Say we're getting ready for the stock car races,
Pardon?
apparently.
What?
Apparently we're getting ready for the stock car races.
There are 3 Day Brothers cars in the race.
You're kidding.
Janet, come here. Can you swing around and get a shot at the front of the house, or is the sun in the
Oh,
other place?
sure we can.
This
Yeah.
is my baby sister.
Janet.
Janet, yes. Not, where is that?
Oh, I suppose it's the moving one, right? We stand.
Oh, yeah, and they talk. They can hear you.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You have to be
I
nice.
get a picture of the front of the house.
We're getting it.
That's the pole I used to shinny up to get up to my bedroom.
That's the porch I used to miss with my papers.
To make sure I could do it, but the time I went out of the house, I was stuck down through. I was trying to do it.
Yeah, that's the porch you always miss with the papers.
That's the window I used to break with them, right?
Who was it that put the snowball through the window?
I think it was George, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do anything like that.
Karen got in trouble for it. I remember that, though.
Hey, Mom. Come here. Oh, who was it that owned the
I
house
lost
before we
Heidi.
moved in?
Where did I leave
Come
her?
here.
Where'd Heidi go?
Come here, Mom. Back off.
You remember Travis? Oh, Travis had drugstore.
Why don't you introduce your mother, Karen?
Oh, I'm sorry. Come here. You don't have to get that close.
Not to me, to the camera.
I talked to him around the house.
Yeah, he's got sound on there, so he can hear you talking from all the way back here. Well, this is my mother, Gladys Day, who was born and raised in Colville and has never moved away since. Born, raised, educated in Colville. I ran away from home.
Cordelia's homestead here. Dale and Dennis were raised here. They're kicking around down there somewhere. And it's on Deep Creek. There's Deep Creek Falls. The Northport City water supply came from just above here at a little dam. Recently they've converted and went to wells. Here's Dale. This is Dennis here. The background there. Dale walking over here wanting close-ups. Here's Deep Creek Falls.
See this concrete slab was the porch.
Is that the front porch?
No, the
back
porch. There was only one door into the old house.
Uh-huh.
And you walk right in right here and it's set right in there. My bedroom was about right here in this corner. Remember, you used to come and stay with me and the bees would fall through the roof,
Yeah.
or through the ceiling boards that were shrunk and fall down in bed with you at night. And it's quite a deal. No hot water, no bathroom. It was an outdoor bathroom. Wintertime, you have to go out and when you went to the can at night, if you had to go in the middle of the night, you took a shovel with you, shovel the trail, and then shovel out so you get the door open. And it was quite a deal.
Do you remember the time that you and I were swimming down in the creek and along come these bicycle parts floating by with tires and wheels, and it turns out that Dennis had torn my bicycle up and rolled the wheels down into the water?
Is that my brother?
Yeah.
Dennis? Yeah.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that, but
Oh. I wasn't too happy with him. It was brand new, that 3-speed bike I'd bought.
yeah. Yeah, well, it sounds like him.
This is your wife and your niece over here?
That's my wife, Irene, and Tammy. That's Dennis's daughter, my niece.
Yeah.
She's washing my truck.
Oh, that's all right.
She stays with us quite a bit in Spokane during the summer and helps Irene in the daycare.
Who's on the motorcycle?
That's Timmy. That's Dennis's oldest boy. He just graduated from Northport High School.
He must have a lot of room to ride around
He
here.
got on a unique thing this year where they took the language students to Germany. They took 8 of them and flew to Germany for a month.
Mm.
They were over there.
Yeah, they're both nice.
Well, this is Tony,
Okay,
and my
your name
folks
is
say to
Mabel
tell you hi, Tony.
Gallo.
Well, tell them
I
we love
know
them
some
and
Gallows and Castlegar.
I'll ride back.
Spokane,
Maybe when you're over there sometime you ought to look them up,
We sure
Okay, my name
will.
is
or go
Fred.
over there.
That's pretty
We
simple.
sure will.
Fred's
Might be
easier,
able
but
to
you can-
if we
Fred
have
is
good
like,
luck
you know,
here and
no fear when
selling
Fred is
the
here.
store.
Yeah. Fred is easy to remember. Everybody's
Sure.
Fred or Ted or
Yeah.
Right now, we haven't had
Fred.
materialized yet.
Uh-huh.
But I'll give you a call in the truck. because
Well,
I'm
do it.
sort
If
of
you ever get over there,
I'm
they'd
not-
sure love to see you, I know.
Well,
I don't want a snowplow,
couldn't have been
but maybe
wonderful
I can
people.
find somebody to buy
Miss
a
seeing them
snowplow
this
so I
year.
don't have to,
Yeah.
you know.
Last year. Oh,
I'll
we
tell you,
intended to go over there
I'll
for
tell
a
you,
little fishing,
seasons are changing.
fishing trip, but
And long
my
summer to
fishing
summer is still
time
here. I mean, I think it's going to get
when we
3 years of summer now.
I intended to go out once
It's been
while
bad.
I'm
How
here.
long has it been bad? Good summers. We had no good summers for 3 or 4 years. And,
Do you still get out
winter's
once in a
been,
while, Tony,
oh,
fishing?
yeah.
There
Do
hasn't
you?
been that much snow.
You ever,
I even brought stuff along this
A lot of
time.
cold.
oh, I'll be darned. You ever do any saltwater fishing?
I think we're coming in.
Last year went to
Sometime.
Westport.
They
Is
say
that
every
right?
20 years or
If you get over to Bellingham, we'll take you out.
Oh, I appreciate that.
But no,
Yeah.
my father, is interested in the boat.
Fishing is not all that great right now, but
And, he gets,
Where are
you
they
know,
putting
puts
up that
the
whale
farm
watch?
back.
a group of them here.
I was going to say it.
Yeah, there's 3 years, and
3 years.
yeah, there was quite a few of the old timers came back.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah. They had a good time last night
Did you?
visiting, yeah,
Uh-huh.
with all the different people.
Do you have a deal down for dinosaurs?
Yeah, right.
How many was in the bunch? Do you know?
Well, by golly, I don't really know what percentage of them. I think there was probably only about 8 or 9 of them out of our class of 17 that came back.
Oh,
I don't really, I could count them because I have them right here.
yeah.
They were taking some group pictures down there last
Uh-huh.
night, and so while they were taking the pictures, I also took some.
Yeah.
Jerry Madison, he took some of, while I was,
Yeah.
when our group was in there, he took some of us. So.
Is Jerry still working in the Sears store in Toledo?
Gee, I don't think he said. I don't know.
I hear him and Glenn had split up.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he just remarried.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it was in Dad, I think, or George gets the Colville paper,
Uh-huh.
and it was,
I'm Tom Gallo.
you're the youngest?
I'm the youngest of the family.
Do you remember me, or were you too young?
I am sure I was too young. 'Cause I
Yeah.
was talking with Mom before
What year were you born?
in 1950.
Yeah, well, see, you were 4 when I left here.
She said that you guys just lived across the street.
Yeah, right, but we left in, I think it was 1954. And this is your wife, right? Kind of a bad angle there in the sun, but there we go. What's your first name?
Fest, first Saturday of October. We have a fun run at 9 o'clock, parade at 11. Then we'll have activities for the whole family the rest of the day. Press cider all day, pie, hamburgers, kids games, contests, bingo, and close on the dance in the evening.
Anderson family. This is Mrs. Anderson. We're down at her house in Northport. Sit down if you like.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me? Is this going to be a talkie?
Mm-hmm. Glenn is, he's coming up when?
Glenn will be starting on his trip the 16th of this month.
Mm-hmm.
And I imagine it'll be about a 2-week trip.
He'll probably take him a couple days to get here, huh? Or is it only about a day from Las Vegas? That's where he's living.
3 days.
3 days it takes him?
From Las Vegas up to here.
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 days. I don't know how long.
Mrs. Anderson is my best friend's mother. And Glenn Anderson, we spent a lot of time together during school. Say hi to us, Stanton.
Hi there. That's really going. What a rig.
I can listen to that every night of the year, and I can't talk to you more than once in a great while. So. You're not taking the picture now, are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, my, bless your heart. Wait till I go fix my face.
Oh, you look fine.
And, here I go. I was going to come home and bake cookies and do all kinds of things, and here I am. Haven't done a darn thing. Well, but got all my good clothes, and I always do. I take a horrible picture anyway.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, yes, I do. You don't know me with all my wrinkles and bags and
Oh,
bumps.
Walker, how old would you say he was in this one, Stanton?
19, 18.
It's about as well as after his graduation, huh?
Yes. Yeah, that's old Chuck.
Hey, Walker, how old is he?
I think he must have been 18.
About 18, huh? It's Gary Walker.
Dean.
Or Dean Walker, excuse me. Are you sure?
Yep.
Oh, I thought this was Gary.
No, this is Dean.
That's right. Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, these are real nice because when we get home, we get to show his folks, and then they,
Yeah.
you know, they really like that.
Oh, I'll bet. Yeah, that really be something.
And, oh, look at there, there's Millie. Oh, look at there, there's Stanton. You know.
Go ahead.
That's my mother and my dad. And my dad was born in Indiana, but he came here when he was 11. And that was in 1914. And he lived here until 2 years ago when he died.
And for the people who don't know who's talking, it's the cells.
Right. Married my dad in 1929, I believe. And we lived up Onion Creek until 1951. And then we moved to Northport, and she still lives here. Right?
Right.
Next door to Art, she did.
Yep.
Where Art used to live.
More or less.
Yeah. Now you can get somebody else.
Smile, Leonard.
Go get Guy over there.
Where's Guy?
Where's Guy? Come here, Guy.
Oh, come here.
Come here. What?
Don't be bashful. Let's see what you look like here.
This is my third oldest son, Guy. And he has a girlfriend named Twyla Kenner that played basketball against his dad. Her dad did.
I'll be darned.
He played for Marcus. Remember Jay Kenner?
Oh, I can't say
The
that I really
red-headed
do.
guy?
What about my dad?
What do we got coming here?
That's his girlfriend.
Oh,
Twyla.
come
Come on,
on.
Twyla. Which
Come over here, buddy.
you don't get to do that.
Don't you want to
Come
be on
on and see
TV?
your mom. Come on to mama.
Come here to Mama.
Come on to mama.
No, I'm not into movies.
Dirty movies, huh?
You think you're not in the movies, and you're just showing how silly he's getting you anyway.
Yeah, we're getting her anyway, peeking around. Say hi, Alan.
Hello, Arthur.
This is Alan Vickers. Anybody remembers him? He was always the wild Indian around Northport. His little 30, what was that, a 34? 35 Ford that you sold me? Yeah, you give me a good deal. Yeah, he...
Don't get me in this thing, 'cause I'm not involved.
You spoke.
I did the wrong thing, didn't I?
This is Helen.
Here's me, buddy. 'Cause I'm ugly, aren't I?
Was you in on that deal when the beer truck went over the bank?
Let's talk about the wind or something, Arthur.
Oh. Let's see. Do you remember when I used to go out and stay at your house with you, and I was never too sure about if I was going to survive because you was sleeping out in that old bunkhouse thing, and you had to stack up about 15 covers on top of you so we could keep warm, and I'd lay there just freezing to death for about 20 minutes before I got warm.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of heat, Art.
Yeah, I was always wondering if I was going to wake up in the morning or whether I'd just be solid ice.
Things were a little tougher then, Art.
Yeah, I guess. I thought they were cruel to you, making you stay out in that old cold place.
Well,
That's what I thought.
that's the way it was.
Yeah, you're always a fuss budget about your old 35 Ford.
Still a fuss budget.
Is he?
Oh, I am not.
Yes, he is a fuss budget.
That was quite a toy.
Oh, brother.
You bought it and painted it.
Oh, did I paint it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess I didn't like the color, huh?
I'm Hazel Cole. This is my mother, Dorothy Tomlinson. She's going to tell you a little bit about herself and our family.
I was born in Alberta, Canada, in May 1908. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about how my mother and father became acquainted. My mother was born in Ireland, and during the time of the Orange Move, they left Ireland. Remember for that real problem they had over there in those years? And they came to the States, and finally went across into Ontario. And she was about, I suppose, 12 or 14 or something when she came. She met a man there by the name of Franklin, and was married and lived in Ontario for many years. My father was born in the States. He was born in Iowa, and my grandfather worked on the railroad, and so they moved west with the railroad. And there were 9 children eventually of those. They lived in. I have pictures of sod shanties where they lived.
No, what?
I don't. Yes, I doubt if you can get a picture of that, though it's not very plain.
My grandfather and my grandmother, Crandall. And my father is the smallest one in the picture. My grandfather, he's being held. And they lived there for quite a few years. But as the railroad came west, they came west and eventually wound up in Bellingham. And they finally lived in Sumas.
Sumas, and that's where they thought they were going to stay. But one of the boys, the oldest boy, went up into Alberta and he found a homestead. And he just simply come right back to the States and moved his family. And they went up there and homesteaded and built a home, built a house up there. But somehow or other, one of the girls had, not the 3 sisters that I'm going to tell you about specifically, but an older girl had married some traveling salesman or somebody such like that and moved to Alberta quite a few years before. And she had told them about these 3 boys, wrote back and told her mother about these 3 Crandall boys that were moved up there. And my Grandma Franklin, sold out in Ontario, brought her girls right straight to Alberta, and she married 3 girls to 3 Crandall boys. And my father and mother were the youngest of the set. So it was, and we all lived there, and just within very few miles of each other for many years. My father died when I was only 11. But when as a kid, he was a cook, and he cooked up here just close to Golden in British Columbia in a logging camp. Sent money home to Mom, and she was only 13 then, to keep for him. And when she was 16, he came home and married her, and they built their own house and then their own log shack. And I have a picture of that
their first house, but it's not in this book, and right now I'm not sure where it is. But my father died when I was only...
You were still living in Alberta?
Yeah, still living in Alberta. And Clifford, the littlest one, was just 9 months old.
And then how'd you get down to the States?
Well, I married a man up there when I was only 15, because times were hard, I'll tell you. My mother had $40 a month to live on to raise 6 kids. And I thought I could be a help to her, you see, if I would just go and get married and be on my own, but it was no help.
What was his name?
Johnson, Bernard Johnson. And during those first years, we did different kinds of things, but one of the things I did was cook on building the roads through from Calgary south to the line. With horses, you remember how they used to do with horses?
Yeah, and an old, either a Fresno scraper?
Fresnos. Fresnos. 4 horses on a Fresno. And I cooked on a cook shack, and that's where I learned to drive. They had 3 cars around there, and they would leave me 1 car to go to town to get the groceries. And I never knew which car I was going to have. We had a Maxwell, which had standard gears. We had a T Ford, which was different, and then we had a Dodge, which was a backwards, reverse of the Maxwell. And that's how I learned to drive, because I had to go buy my groceries. And when we got through there that fall, we decided to come to the States. So we just came right down through bed, and coming through the line, they asked me how I thought I was going to get through the line, because I was born in Canada. I told them, well, my father was born in America, I was born in the States, and I thought sure I was American. And they let me through. I ran up against that problem several times in later years, and a fellow by the name of, I forget what his name was, the man that you showed us pictures of today, the customs man, that was eventually worked on the bridge in Spokane, took the toll bridge. Not Madison, what was his name? Something like that.
Wally?
Madison, no?
Not Wally.
No. No, but anyway, he worked it all out, and he got my citizenship straightened out for me. That fellow in Northport.
And then you moved to Northport?
We came down to the States and visited all our relatives. No, we didn't plan on staying in Northport. We came down to the States and visited all our relatives, went and spent a winter in Southern California, and came back to see my brother, Roger, who was at Northport working up on the reef place making poles. And so we went up there to tell him goodbye, because we didn't expect we'd ever be back here, and we didn't think that he'd probably get back up into that cold country, because they eventually moved down here after we did that year. And so...
Were you here when you were 11?
Yeah, this was taken just a couple of months after my father died.
And that's your brother Clifford there.
And this tiny one's my brother, Clifford, and this is my sister. The only sister I had was Alma. And Bill and Roger and Leonard.
These people are the same ones a little later?
I could get up and see who they are. Yes, this was taken about, probably, see how heavy I am. There was probably about 35 there. And this is Leonard, and taken with my mother, and Bill, and Cliff, and my sister, and Roger. About where Roger was working, and if you remember where that reef place is, wasn't? You don't remember where it was?
The name
way
sounds
up Sheep
familiar.
Creek, way up Sheep Creek. About 13 miles up there by that ranger station. There was a sawmill working up there at the time when we were there. And people logging is what was happening just a little ways from where Roger was making poles. And here he was making telephone poles, of all things. Kid that had never lived on a prairie all his life. and was a farmer, you know, raised, before he came to the States, he raised farm crops, wheat. And here he was trying to work up there in the woods, making telephone poles, cedar poles, he and another fellow. So they talked Bernard into staying there and pulling those poles out with a horse. Get a horse and pull those poles out to the landing so they could be hauled in. And by the time we got that job done, the owner of the place where they were taking, Dr. Reith, was there and talked us into staying over the winter. And taking care of a whole bunch of cattle that he wanted to send them. Purebred cattle. So we never got out of Northport. That's what made us stay in the first place. We never got back to Alberta. Walter was born there. It was a good thing because Walter was born there that last day of December. And it wasn't such a bad road going out, but coming back, we could never get the car back up the hill to the house. We had to carry that baby to the house. There was no way. Couldn't get the car in at all. There was so much snow.
He was born in the hospital?
He was he was the last baby born in the Northport hospital.
Oh, I didn't know there was one.
Uh-huh. The last baby born there, and they kept the hospital open a little bit beyond the time they expected to, because I didn't, I expected Walter a little earlier than that. But they knew he was coming, and so they kept the hospital open, and I was there he was born the 31st of December that year. We stayed there just the next year is all. We stayed up on that place because it was too hard to, there was not enough feed on the place for the cattle. And we had them down on the Phillips place in the summer, and finally told Dr. Reith to take his cattle, and we moved into town and rented a little place and lived there then the rest of for quite a few years in different places in town. Donald was born in 32 there. And about that time, there were problems between us, between Bernard and I. And
how about Evelyn?
Well, she was born way back when. Well, she came to the States with us.
I see.
She was 4, I think, when we came to the States. 3 at least, and then 4 when we came to Northport. But then I met Ernie. And
how old were you when you met Ernie?
29. And he was 16 years older than I was. He was, I didn't meet him, he was one of the loggers that was logging out of this logging camp that was just right beside of where we worked there at Dr. Reith's, but I didn't know he was hauling out of there. Didn't meet him till 2 or 3 years later. And he decided that he'd like to take the kids and raise them, and so we decided to get married.
Can we have a look at Ernie now?
Yep.
When he was younger?
Yep.
How old?
This is a picture of Ernie when he was probably about 40, I think, close to 40.
You're taken before you were married?
Yes. Yes, I was taken several years before we were married. I'm not real sure exactly how long before we were married.
What year was it that you were married in?
We were married early in 36.
36, huh?
And Mabel was born that December. And so we just stayed at Northport. We moved into a house that they owned, Tomlinson's owned, and sent our kids to school. And Ernie, to me, turned out to be, a real good father to those kids, and took care of them. Hazel was a little slow coming. She was 7 years later. And So then maybe some of these pictures now you would get here about that time.
Okay. Or when you were on your honeymoon?
Yeah, we went down to visit his sister.
What's that? Is that a truck or a car in the background there?
This one?
In the picture over here on the right where you're on your honeymoon. Yeah, that one.
Oh, I don't know. There was a, I'll tell you, there was
His
a
sister?
Mm-hmm. That's Ernie and his sister Hazel. Ernie and I, my sisters. And when Mabel was a baby, oh, that's my shot right there. Picture of Mabel taken at a house on the southeast corner of Northport. You remember when we lived there, or maybe you never knew that we lived there?
How old was she here?
About 4.
And according to the deal, I think it was 1940.
Yeah, well, she was born in 37.
Whole family.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
About what year was this taken?
Well, that's probably about 46 or 47. See, because Hazel there is about 2. Of Mabel and Hazel with the bobcat.
And Ernie had just killed this? That's a cougar, right?
Cougar, yeah, that's a cougar. That isn't a bobcat, that's a cougar. Sure.
Proud bag there, or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Apparently these must have been taken up on the homestead there above.
Yeah, they were.
You can see
up on the
the
hill.
river behind.
Yep, on the hill.
So how old were they in this picture, would you say?
Yeah. Oh, looks like, well, I would say Hazel's about 4, maybe, and Mabel had to be about 10 or 11.
Is that Mabel or is that Hazel?
And how old were they here?
Well, well, Mabel had to be about 16, wasn't she there?
Looks like it.
So I think she's 7 years younger. She'd be about 11. No, 9, 10 or 10.
Picture in because
I think that's
we know that Mabel would want us to have this in here. This is her bathing beauty days. Cheerleader here too.
You betcha.
And Ron at their wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Where were they married?
At home on the hill.
That's the house. And Arnold was the best man, and Linda was...
Brother Arnold and wife Linda, right?
Right.
It's where you used to sit around and everybody was playing the music and Ernie used to play the violin.
That's right.
That's when I stayed with you. I remember those evenings when we...
Do you remember those evenings?
Yeah, I really do.
But I've got to ask you a question, and I've forgotten where did you stay? Where did you sleep?
It's Ron VanCleave, Mabel's husband, at about the age of what, Ron?
51.
I mean, now be honest now.
51.
Okay. Still looks good. We're not going to have any pictures of Mabel because unfortunately these 1986 and Labor Day weekend, and Mabel come up from Oregon to visit, and unfortunately she has a kidney infection and right now she's in the hospital. But this is Ron, just returned from the hospital, faithful husband and all that, sitting by our side. And their wedding pictures.
And they were married in August in 1964. They had all the wedding plans made, and Ernie went to the hospital, and we asked the doctor if we should wait, put off the wedding until he might be better, and he said no. He said go ahead with the wedding. And Ernie passed away in September.
Doug and Hazel and Dawn when she was coming home from the hospital?
Yeah, the day she came home from the hospital. And she was born, Brad was born in 1968 and she was born in 71.
At it 1 year old?
About 1 year old. Now he's 18.
That's Doug and Hazel's boy. Picture of your 75th birthday.
All the kids came home.
Hazel in the upper left.
Evelyn in the middle.
Evelyn, and Mabel on the right, Donald on the lower left, and you, and your son Walter.
And after Ernie passed away, in 1964, and the kids got married. I was working at that time in a sawmill in Northport. I was night watching. And when Hazel got ready to have her family, she said, Mom, she said, you come down and take care of my little boy, and I'll go back to work. And I said, fine. That was in 1964, and I've been here ever since. And that's the end of my story, I think.
Okay.
Still here. I'm, still around. We're still working. We work every day at the Forest Service.
How old are you now?
79, 78.
Pretty good health.
Pretty good health.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.